No. This whole thing is... What's the proper word here?
A lot.
Yeah, I know.
Ranged even.
Yeah. I will preface, because this became a thing I had to explain deeply in a different reality. Everything I have said, everything I have done, everything I have believed in this life is real. Every experience you've ever had with me has been genuine. Sadly, all I can give is word of mouth, but I'm not lying. Never have, actually.
I suppose that's yet to be seen.
Yeah, I wish it didn't come down to this, but here we are.
So what now?
Same like we were doing before. Just a bit more resources.
I see.
This is still my home. You are all still my friends. Whoa, Dahlia, they're still my family.
That's good.
I said I would help, and I'm going to. Even if it means killing a god. Hopefully it doesn't come down to that, because that's a lot of paperwork.
I could imagine.
To be honest, I'm not the one who judges gods. That's the Elding who does that. I have the authority to judge mortals because I myself was a mortal.
I see.
A very, very long time ago. Maybe I'll tell that story another time. Who knows?
That's fair. I am sorry about your lamp.
You don't need to apologize. It had to break at some point.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll take that.
Oh,
There
it'll
it
be back
is.
in like a minute tops.
Yep. Blessed be.
Bumblebee.
No.
Bumblebee, bumblebee, doing it.
No. Please, no.
Implodes you with my mind. Sargi. Blown up.
Blown up.
Yeah. Blown up. With my mind. It's a talent I have.
With the mind powers, it's a...
Oh! My mind powers
Oh,
summoned
okay.
a panda for a moment there.
I swear to fuck.
Oh.
No, 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 no.
The get
Just check the
sock
same
up
things again.
is
Server's not up yet.
because the server's not up.
Oh, okay. Then.
Mhm.
Fuck. I
Yeah,
swear.
no, it's not up yet.
Yeah,
I'll let you
no,
know when
you're
it
good.
is.
You're good.
I was about to have a heart attack.
No, that's so real.
I swear to fuck.
This reminds me of the Eternity stream we tried to do, Allie. You just kept crashing off of it.
Hmm. I don't know why I had good Wi-Fi during that too.
Yeah, no idea. It just said no algae mail today.
Literally an hour later. It was even half an hour later after we stopped trying it worked.
Huh?
The world exists.
Loading in. I'm real again.
I'm not real yet.
I love being real.
Man, I miss being real.
You should try it sometimes.
I'm trying.
Try harder.
Loading. There it is.
Huh?
What?
Shutting
I'm
down.
joking, that was me this time.
Silly when I get you. When I get you silly.
I love
When I get you
server
silly. When I get
server.
you.
I love server server.
I don't know how to work the panel, man.
You just do
Oh.
stay, and then it'll say whatever you want, and it'll be like server shutting.
Wait, is it?
Okay, you know what?
Okay.
It's cool.
Oh, you're threatening me. I get it. Hi.
Alright, none of that.
Oh, but it's fun to threaten people.
I know.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything I can do to ease your minds?
I'm willing to take this and see as it goes. Though do be aware, judge or not, you are still You are still to uphold Nocturin's laws.
That is extremely fair.
Or what do you think the next step is? What is the next step you're supposed to take?
The next step is to locate whatever it is taking the magic. It's not in Convectra. We can confirm that. It's here somewhere. All signs point to this part of this reality.
And I'm not sure you're the same Oro that was my friend. Yes, it is the correct goal. But I don't think it's the one you would have chosen before.
Right. I can say that I'm still me all I want. New knowledge does change the thought process a bit.
Will you permit me to look through your notes on summonings?
If you want help bringing him back, I will. Like I said, I would.
if you need assistance.
I like to. I am.
Gotta be something in here. My Oru would have cared about sending a man to what do you even call it? Oblivion. Torture. Supposed to make of this. Yuri, any ideas? You must be struggling too. Is he the same? I guess you have no way of telling me. But you're the closest shot I have on a read for this. General area. And has to be something in this place. Could it be downstairs? Not here. Not to be seen by prying eyes. I just... The perils of new friendships, I suppose. Electo. What have you gotten yourself caught in? What? Yes, there's better tools to save the world. Save multiple worlds. That should be something to be celebrated, and oaths should be kept. Own emotions should not interfere with this. They are unnecessary for the task at hand. I should go back down to them.
This really. Well, if you have any more.
Electo.
Yes.
I wasn't certain if you were going to be coming back or not.
Well, regardless of my irrelevant feelings, we still have to save the world from its magic leak.
Your feelings are not irrelevant here.
What would the next step be in order to prevent this?
The next step would be to set up the sensors.
Fine, give me coordinates and I'll go there.
You don't want help?
I'm capable of doing such things.
Fair enough.
The coordinates?
Yeah. Coordinates.
Mm.
They shouldn't be too far away from the city. One on the larger island next to the academy.
Understood.
One above ground the temple.
Understood.
And one to the north.
Alright. Oh. In case you do have any concern, Yui seems a bit panicked.
Understandable.
Mm. Do let us know what those sensors turn up.
Yeah.
Please get this done. Get it over with. And I can stop being concerned about this. Can stop this defect. Too far away. It's a distressing name. Alright, Phoebus. North first. There. Somewhere unfettered. Next one. It's alright, Phoebus. Been running irrational programs for far too long. Run on too much of the curve. Oh, Lori's house. Right. Lick. Large island. Likely not the crescent. I don't want it being interfered by the academy. Considering how close they make their barriers, it shouldn't be a problem.
I do. Hmm?
The sensors, they're placed.
Thank you.
Do you need me for anything else?
If you want to still chat, you can stay.
I do think that I will be taking my leave, Oro. But
Yeah.
we should chat sometime soon. I'm
Yeah.
unfortunately in the middle of a move, so some things wait for no archfey.
Yeah.
And plus, if I'm going to have them over, I need a proper sitting room.
Just fair.
But all right. Do
I'll
s-
be following with Kieran.
all right. Do let me know if there's anything that I can do for you, all right?
I'll make sure to.
Thank you. Well then, take care. And you take care as well.
No need. Room.
Yeah.
I asked for the next set of instructions.
Now we wait for the sensors to collect data. Can't
Just
exactly act without knowledge.
I suppose not.
And who knows? Maybe what Construct has collected beforehand can now be of use.
I see. Managed to get data out of her with the judging eye of the crowd.
Believe it or not, that was part of the plan, actually.
I assumed.
I hope things don't change too much between us. Or I guess that's wishful thinking too.
I made promises to work on the task at hand. What else am I supposed to say?
Are we still friends?
Don't know. I don't know if I know who you are.
That's fair. Fuck, do I hate waking up?
You seemed eager to brag about your titles.
It's not bragging, it's required. To invoke
Required
the
by
authority.
what?
To invoke my authority to judge. I sadly have to. If I could do it without saying them, I would.
And what is your take on all of this, then?
Anything in specific?
No, your choice of what you talk about is just important as the content.
We're all in a fucked up situation. I won't lie about that.
Of course. And especially if this is bringing other worlds into this as well. That isn't
haven't-
what you were talking about, was it?
I was a little bit.
Hmm.
There hasn't been an incident of this scale since my reality.
I see.
And it was because of a damn god, too.
Then it's all the more important that we do what we can at this stage.
Indeed. So I'm trying to make sure that everyone understands that I am still me.
Are you?
Yes. Like I said, every interaction has been genuine.
I don't doubt that. But who is the creature I'm speaking to now?
Oru. Von Sanguinis. Son of Terrace. Oh, sorry. Bleh.
You said that my emotions were not irrelevant. What did you mean?
Well, you sound hurt. Feel like I was lying to you this whole time. At least that's what I'm gathering from your tone.
You didn't answer my question. You just listed what emotions you were seeing from me. Why are they not irrelevant?
Because your emotions towards finding everything here is not irrelevant. You're allowed to feel angry. You're allowed to be mad at me.
I do not need your permission for such things.
I know you don't.
But in the face of all things, wouldn't me working without emotions be more efficient for fixing this?
Still be efficient with emotion.
I find that difficult to believe at the moment.
Fair.
Because I do not believe that currently being mad at you is the optimal use of energy towards our cause. Thus, I will try to suppress that defect. How long do the sensors need?
Given the large area of which you'll need to scan, give it a few days.
Alright. And what would the next step after that be?
Compare notes with construct. If there's anything new, I'll bring it up with everyone else. If not, I'll also bring it up with everyone else.
I see.
Then we move forward as a team.
Is there any task I can do in the meantime?
Prepare.
For what?
War.
Understood.
Sadly, I feel like that's going to be inevitable. After all, who's ever doing this is not going to stand down. Not easily.
Are there any further instructions?
None that I can think of.
All right. I'll begin preparing. If that is all you wish from me.
What I wish is irrelevant.
Is it?
What I wanted was to stay asleep.
Hmm?
I don't like waking up. It's
I like-
always the same reactions. It's always the same thing over and over again.
Then what would the optimal reaction be?
Don't know. I haven't seen the optimal reaction. It's always the same. No one trusts me anymore after waking up, and I don't blame them.
still have not explained why my emotions are not irrelevant. That is why I am having this reaction.
I don't know how else better to put it.
Then try a worse way.
A worse way.
Yes.
You're an independent individual and you're allowed to be pissed off. You're allowed to punch me if that's what you honestly want.
No, I'm not.
And people have wanted to in the past.
Your siblings said so themselves. I am not able to do such a thing.
I grant you permission if you want to.
Alright.
Tell me off, chew me out, whatever you want to do. I'm your friend. You're equals in this. I am not above you. That whole contract thing, that's she's doing. You can be pissed at them for that. Honestly, I hate it when they do that. Oh, it's for your best interest. Your best interest is staying asleep.
Why would you say that?
I don't like hurting people, okay?
Would
Waking
your
up.
inaction not be hurting more people?
Inaction would mean that I was doing nothing while asleep. Obviously, I was doing something.
Do you understand what I'm looking for in this conversation?
I'm gonna be honest, not really. My brain's always partially fuzzy after waking up. It's been 25 years after all.
I'm looking to see if there are any traces of that very, I suppose, mortal logic or lack of logic. I'm trying to trace and see if there are any fragments of you in there.
What do you want me to do? Get angry?
Potentially.
I am angry. I am. Like I said, I don't like waking up. Because whenever I do, it's always hurting someone. And I hate that. You saw everyone's reactions.
I did.
Horrified.
You did send someone off to...
I don't want to do that type of shit. And yet I am forced to when I wake up.
And you're angry.
I'm always angry when I wake up. I don't want to hurt anyone else. I don't. I really don't. None of us enjoy hurting people because of what we did. We're the reason our reality isn't existing anymore.
That is a reason to be grateful, yes.
We're all sundered souls, Lecto. All three of us.
I
The
see.
Eldings sundered us as penance to pay for what we did. Feel for favor, I really do. We were in a very similar situation. He followed orders, I followed the orders, being tricked by a god. We were told they would help us. The power will be used to help your reality.
Sit down. I am also upset. Though you've already deduced that.
Yeah.
I feel great anger towards your disproportionate retribution towards one who was merely taking the fault for another. I feel fear at what you may or may not be. I am angry it had to come to such a point for others to listen to us. I am angry that you have not properly tried to comfort me. I am angry that you have not tried to comfort Yui, and you have not begun working on some way to bring favor back. I am angry and ill-contented. Angry at being ordered.
I know. And I am sorry for everything.
So what are we going to do about it?
Stop thinking like the Sanguine Beast and start going back to thinking like Von Sanguine is to the best of my ability.
I do not wish to force you to be something you are not. If acting in such a way would interfere with our ability to save this world and many others, then perhaps these stilted, defective emotions will need to rest. If you give the word, I'll make sure they do.
No. You should not need to bury your emotions, and I will not order you around like a drone.
Why?
Because you're not a drone.
I am.
No, you're not.
I am by definition.
Fuck the definition. Fuck the definition, fuck the system, fuck the gods.
There
the
he
reason.
is.
They're the reason why everything is such a fucking mess to begin with anyways.
There he is.
You have no idea how deep my hatred goes for gods.
I appreciate your anger. Feel it deeply. It encompasses your being.
You haven't met my brother yet.
No.
His title is the Raging Heart. I am the will and soul of our origin. She is the mind and magic of our origin. May is our emotion and might.
Why do you reduce yourself in such a way?
That's what happens when you're sundered. You're split.
Fuck that definition.
I use my own words against me now.
Yes. And they're accurate. You clearly possess both a powerful mind and powerful emotion. Even if they are not your speciality, they are things that you possess.
I know. I'd never said I didn't lack them. We simply contain those parts of our origin, of our whole. As punishment for what we did and for our penance, we are to never go back to being our origin without permission.
Why would you want to be?
Being a sundered soul is the constant feeling of never feeling whole and knowing that you're not.
I'm afraid I can't understand that.
I hope you never do.
How would I?
It's a feeling I hope no one ever succumbs to.
Feeling defective.
Not defective.
Yes.
Knowing that there's a solution and knowing you can't.
What's the difference?
Defective means that there's something wrong.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with us three.
You are in pain.
Believe it or not, pain does not mean defective, as we've learned. Pain is normal.
I don't believe so.
Pain is sadly a necessary factor of life. Without it, we don't learn. Without it, we don't know that we're us.
Yes,
Trust me, there's been a reality without pain, and it was not pretty.
but if you're in a constant state of pain, how are you supposed to learn anything from it? Would that not be equivalent to never feeling pain?
No. We feel this because of what we did. Of what we did to our reality, of what we did to the people we were told to watch over and lead. And we failed them.
suppose there's no point in arguing definitions.
I did not mean to sound like I'm arguing.
You should go check on Yui.
I will.
She's the first one I spoke to after I left the room.
Spoke to?
It's not as if she could speak back,
Fair enough.
but I still spoke to her. If she has an understanding of you, then she has to have some understanding. The very least of tone and such.
It'll be easier for her to understand.
Exactly.
I wish it wasn't always complicated whenever I woke up.
Fine, what is your optimal parameters for waking up?
Nothing changing. If I had my way, that's what I would prefer.
But you changed.
I know.
You
know.
want to be perfect and unmarred, according to proper parameters.
Don't we all?
But reality is messy unless you adapt.
That is true.
Are you in any pain at the moment?
Just emotional. Feel like I've hurt a lot of people already.
You have,
Yeah, and I don't like it.
but by your own admission, pain is necessary.
Yep, learning another reason why I don't like waking up.
I think you should go check on Yui.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Come on, we're standing.
I know. Hey, girl. Yeah, I know. Yep, come here. It's okay. Yeah, see? I haven't changed much. I know what you want. I know. No, I can't make you that big.
Oh.
No, Kieran would not allow you in the city like that. No. You is jealous of my actual form and size.
I see.
No, she doesn't. So, familiars, depending on how they are and how they prefer to see things, they don't see the physical, they see emotional, they see the soul. That's if they're wanting to, at least.
She looks calmer now that you're here.
I know. And I should have come up here sooner. But if I had done that, then there would have been a ticking time bomb for me, involving everyone else.
So, we're on damage control.
Yet again.
If the world is crumbling, aren't we always?
Yeah, fair enough.
The way I see it, if the sensors are going to take multiple days, then that is our time to do damage control.
Yeah, I know. Mend what has been broken.
And to take... to take awareness of your own self as well. You've changed, though you do not like to admit it. You need to take checks and tallies to yourself, your own abilities, your own emotions. And figure out where you are before someone else does and it could be manipulated against you.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It always is.
What helped previous times?
Nothing. I have been both abandoned, have been killed on the spot.
Well, it sounds like your previous selves have been rather useless.
Yeah, well, I can't exactly fight an entire city by myself. Nor would I want to.
Nor would you have to.
Sometimes the gods poison their people against us. And sadly, most realities, thankfully, some gods tell their people of us. They're prepared. And then there are realities like this, where the gods don't do jack shit. Where we're spirit about, and that's it.
Well, we're going to take from that information and we're going to do better. You've already lasted multiple hours without being murdered, haven't you?
Yeah, let's hope I can keep going until the end.
I'm not sure what end would comprise for you anymore.
Believe it or not, not immortal.
How so?
I can mortal. I can be killed, or at least in this reality, I can be. And when I die here, that is permanent. I can't return to those realities that I die in.
Does this body age now that you've awoken?
It always did. and it will continue to do so.
So another 70 years to keep you alive, give or take.
Yeah, well, chimeras do age differently, so.
Give me numbers.
Depends on the chimera.
And
A good number that I always seem to give is 150. At that point, 50-50, and if I live past that.
minus 5 years from that for undue stress.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, if you're planning on hitting that number, we'll need to keep this world from collapsing.
Yeah, well, let's hope there isn't a need for a sacrifice play.
Why would that be necessary?
You never know.
I don't think
Sometimes it
sacrificing
is,
you would be
sometimes it isn't.
necessary.
Yeah, well, if anyone's going to sacrifice themselves, it may as well be me. Okay, Billy. Okay, yeah, no, never mind. I had that coming.
You did. You gave me permission.
Yeah. Not like you needed it.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know how such a pact works.
Well, that's up to you two to contemplate. Talk about it at some point.
Well, whenever she is coming around, I suppose I'll have to.
Yeah.
Are there ways to negotiate around it better in order to keep more of my autonomy?
Believe it or not, they don't like being controlling. They will never admit to it for obvious reasons, but they don't like it.
Intriguing.
Just be honest with them.
Right. Honest, don't offer names. What other tips are there?
Yeah. Well, you don't need to worry about names with us. Or Archfey. Or the Acrinian Fae. We don't deal in that. Or they don't deal in They don't deal in names. They deal in magic.
In some ways, that's even more dangerous for me.
True. But they don't need your magic. They know that. And something tells me you know that.
I am aware. Makes me think of something Cyrus said, though.
Oh?
We were first trying to figure out the source of my corruption. I had given him a talk about what exactly my being was, what it consisted of. And he compared me to a sentient magic. And I counterpointed with being a pattern that magic flows through. Just made me think. I suppose they'd know which one it is.
Technically speaking, all arcane constructs are magic. Regardless of what form they take. And magic is just as alive as anyone else.
Perhaps.
After all, magic flows through everything.
I suppose so. till it ebbs and it wanes.
Everything lives, everything dies, and lives again.
Where do I fall in that metaphysics?
Well, you're magic. Therefore, you'll be returned to the magic and be brought back into the magic. Just as mortal bodies decompose and help nutrient nature, you'll help nutrient magic. Just because it's a different type of system doesn't mean it's not the same.
I suppose.
Probably not the most comforting thing.
It's something to ponder, that's all.
Alright, well, I'll let you get your rest. I said it again. Fuck.
That sounds like something someone who wants a rest says.
You said I have a lot to think about.
I do,
I think we all do after today.
but if you do need assistance, I
know,
am here.
Trust.
What do you want me to tell the others about what happened here?
I'm still me.
I mean, I could talk of it only as a physical change. I could bring it up in more detail. Part of that is up to your own comfort.
I will explain the judge part if it ever comes up.
I suppose so. Alright. I'll explain the other pieces.
Yeah, for the most part, it's just the eyes and a little bit of the tail.
I hadn't noticed that.
Yeah, it
Hmm.
resembles my actual forms now.
You've lost a decent amount of melanin.
No, that's more natural than you think. I'm a
That's-
white serpent with a black tipped tail.
Intriguing.
Yeah, well, just be lucky I don't have my 4 eyes.
Why would I be distressed by that?
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people don't like things having more than 2 eyes.
You'll have to show me sometime. Preferably after this body dies. What?
Just thinking. That's all.
I continue to function until I don't. It's not as if there's a due date on it.
True.
And I certainly hope to survive longer than a few measly centuries.
Here's hoping.
I want a couple more millennia at least. I'd rather than that than us all being in the mass grave of Nebulous.
Yeah, I find it funny.
How so?
That in the end, that they named their own city after the reality. Who knows? Maybe they were close to what we had in Afterlife.
You would have a better chance of knowing than I.
We were a reality unified.
Hmm.
We looked after each other. There was no war. Sure, there was little bits of conflict every here and there. We weren't perfect.
I think part of the problem is structural. Expecting all the hopes and fears on a singular individual is doomed to fail.
Such is the heavy as the crown.
And even heavier is the sword, dangling over the throne.
Sword dangles over everyone, even gods. They're just more stubborn about it.
Do you still have the information for the circle you used to summon favor in the first place?
Oh, yeah, it's just a simple summoning devil. Or summoning a demon. Just
Mhm.
little change in ingredients.
Well, if need be, I got this.
That will make it easier.
I assumed so. Better than searching past this reality.
I just hope they're not angry with me. Or too angry.
Oh, they're probably furious. Why wouldn't they be?
Fair. I at least tried to send them to the safe spot.
What would have happened if you sent them to be in one of those holes, the rips in between the reality there?
He would have fallen through and be sent to a different reality.
Which one?
Who knows?
Not
There's
a
too
safe
many to
bet
count.
then. Suppose
Plateau that
it's-
we send people like him to is safe. We understand that the system is fucked, but we can't change it.
Perhaps.
Some things are just set in stone.
And stone can be melted.
Tell that to Akrin.
You'll have
She's
to
stubborn.
introduce me.
I really hope I don't need to. They're stubborn.
So am I.
Trust me, the Elding has tried. Especially with that one little clause. He understands that it's unfair.
Well. I suppose you'll need to take stock of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you do that. But if you need me, I will come. Good night, Oru, regardless of what title you have.
Yeah.
Back home.